Look at these guys, man. They telling him to drop, man.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Hey, Yusuf, don't
Oh
drop, man.
no, where did he go?
Come back here, man. Come here.
About to break ankles today, bro.
Yusuf, we want your best arguments, man.
Where did
We
he
want your
go?
best arguments, man. Hey, are these the Marian apparition advocates, man? Is this how they playing?
Yo,
If
he
they
just
could
shared it.
justify it, surely they would pull up.
Why is he sharing the live but not coming up, bro? What's going on? I'm dying, bro.
Coptic, yalla, come back, man. Yalla, habibi, please. Come back, man.
Where's
back,
Rumi?
Patrick.
Rumi,
I'm inviting
gotta
you.
come up, man. They're
Share
not
the
gonna
live,
come.
guys.
Yo, Yusuf, come back, bro. Where's this guy gone, man?
Hey, man. Yusuf, come back up, man. Yusuf, come back up. You're not just gonna let us take a dump on this. Walaikum salam.
Assalamualaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Alaikum.
barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Yo,
Walaikum salam.
Yusuf, come back up, man. Come back up. Don't listen to the DMs.
Jibril, you want ball?
Don't listen to the DMs, man.
Wait, Yusuf dropped?
No, Yusuf's
He's
back.
back,
Yo, Yusuf, what up, man? I remember we talked about it a while ago. Yusuf,
Oh,
do you want to make your
my
case as to
connection
why
right now
this is something
terrible.
reliable? Because Yusuf, like I told you, man, I would if you convince me. I already told you what's gonna happen. Come on, man.
Yusuf, come back here.
For me, it says it's like he's loading or something.
Why is he dropping?
Why is he dropping, dude?
I think people are telling him don't rise, don't rise.
He's loading on ChatGPT. That's crazy.
Yo, can you guys
Your
hear me?
signal's kind of bad,
Yeah, you're lagging a bit. Yeah.
Jibril. Yeah, it's lagging. Come back, Yusuf. You're not answering.
He's not.
Christianity, if you disprove this. Yo, ain't no way. Christianity is true because of this?
Oh,
Ain't no way. That means if Christianity is false because of this, that means everything else has failed. The scripture has failed. The Trinity has failed. History has failed. Everything has failed in his religion.
Salam says these Christians worship Rumi.
Everything has failed.
Rumi said that all of these arguments are from his teacher. His teacher is a female, and he tried to get us to debate like her, not even him. He said,
That's so
Everything has failed, man.
Wallahi.
Okay, Yusuf, yalla, come on, man.
So essentially, Rumi is just doing taqleed of somebody else, a female.
Wait, look, am I still lagging? Or is it audible now?
You're cool now.
Yalla.
Okay, good. Like,
Everything
hopefully I
else
don't, start
must have
lagging
failed.
anytime
Yo,
soon.
Yusuf, you're
My
not
connection.
talking, dude. Hello, Mr. Yusuf.
Also, look, let me just
Mr.
quickly indicate for the 100 people in the live to provide a refutation. It's the case that you Christians, since you're positing this to be a miracle, you have to provide the argument as to why this is a miracle rather than us refuting the fact that it's a miracle.
Of course,
Exactly.
yeah.
No one
We're
to
inviting you
shift
guys
the
to come
burden
up
upon us.
and give your
Yo, is it
arguments.
just me, or like the views are like bopping from like 60 to 100? Like,
Why?
down.
No,
think
it's
you're
pretty
like
much the same. It's actually dropping right now. Why is Yusuf dropping and then coming back and then dropping?
Who
Are they really
is
blowing?
messaging Yusuf? They
Are they
prevent
really
He's
him.
gonna be like
messaging
an
that
apparition,
much?
man. That's what he's
Are
gonna
they
have his
really
own
messaging
apparition.
him
That's
that
why.
much? Damn. Yeah, I had people telling me I cleared some of my storage up for this. You cleared your storage up thinking that we're gonna give you arguments? Thinking that you guys gotta man up and come up on the live and give your case. You
Yeah,
got
this whole burden
baited.
shifting is not gonna run. You have to
You
come
guys
up and
got baited. You guys
substantiate
gotta come up
how
and
this
prove it.
proves Christianity.
You guys gotta come up
Especially
and prove
Rumi.
it.
Rumi's using like, okay, he's like putting prompts into AI. Okay, use Bayes' theorem to calculate the probability of Christianity being true based on these miracles. Okay, Rumi, come up and use Bayes' theorem right now. I'm gonna ask you like basic fundamental questions about Bayes' theorem, and if you don't answer, it's gonna be embarrassing. Maybe that's why you're not coming up, Rumi. Perhaps that's why you're not coming up.
Wait, is Rumi in the chat?
No,
I think so.
I don't think so.
These guys, he was getting like a last minute prep from
no.
Kayak.
I'm gonna wait a little bit more, see if any of them want to come up. Hey, I like
Coptic,
the
come on,
guy
bro.
the
What's
guy in
going
the
on?
photo was so funny. The guy in the photo was like, look at how we fooled all of you guys. Look at
Yeah,
how
he's
we
cooking.
Wait,
fooled
some guy
all
said
of you
y'all think
guys.
females are deficient. Who said that? Who the hell said that, bro? The hell?
Yeah, someone
Get
said
out
that
of
about you.
Someone said what?
Oh, like nobody said that. He said y'all think females are deficient just because I said that Rumi's hiding behind the female. Okay,
What?
totally follows.
Augustine thinks that actually. Augustine thinks that. Augustine said that they're deficient in the mind. So
Damn.
yeah. Come on, boys.
Where the Christians at, man? Guys,
Come on, boys. Our
make some
Lady of
apparitions.
Zaytun, you guys are yapping so much. You guys are yapping so much about Our Lady of Zaytun, and now look at you guys in the comment section. Wow.
According to
Wow.
Rumi scholar, Dr. Travis Dumsday, this has more evidence than the resurrection. So if this is cooked, then I don't know, you have no iman. That's it. Your foundations are just like they're not there, non-existent.
Wow.
By the way, we're 20% right now. We're not even making arguments. Like, we have too much ammo.
Wow.
Too much ammo.
Watching on
But at the
alt.
moment, we just want to see if these people are competent, that can actually make arguments.
Watching on alt. That is cute.
Watching on alt is crazy. Like,
That is cute. You see, guys? This is what happens when you tell them to step up on the plate. This is what happens, guys.
Sani, you can come up if you want, Sani. At
This is
least
what
Sani,
happens, man.
sometimes you can try, you know.
Also, what's
Some
it
other people,
called?
like, it's the
To
loudest people
clarify
that
to the
don't
people,
engage. Go ahead, Jibril. Go ahead, Jibril. I can tell. It's unfortunate. Try to like move.
I can't
Rumi.
even like. But look, what I was gonna say is that we're gonna be going live for the next 3 days, and any Christian, they have to come up. Right, since they're like purporting this as like the main argument for Christianity, come up and provide an argument for it.
Guys, share the live some
We would love
more.
to
Guys,
see
share
it.
the live some more. I'm going to start soon. Keep sharing the live. Like and share a little bit more. Just a bit longer.
Who's this bot that just raised? Okay.
Jason, aka my name is Omar. Come up and actually discuss. Don't just yap in the comments.
Okay, Lion Pride.
The same guy who pretended to be a Muslim and on a Christian live in front of 1,000 people, pretending to be a Muslim, converting to Christianity, guys. Jason in the comments, everybody. He's got multiple names, guys. He's got multiple names, guys. Imagine pretending to be a Muslim, throwing his religion under the bus just to get a fake conversion.
Wait, why did that dude just like rise up and go down?
Wait.
again? Like,
Throwing your religion under the bus just to get a fake conversion almost sounds as plausible as the Coptics faking the apparitions to convert people to Christianity.
Ooh, now you're cooking. Now you're cooking.
Wow!
You're cooking.
If Jay, a layman, donkey, would do it, imagine their own bishops, guys.
I mean, who did they learn
Imagine
it?
their
off?
own bishops. Wow.
you know, Coptics have like the biggest reputation of being liars. You know, more than any other like type of Christian. Like these guys are the biggest liars.
Wow.
It's well known.
That's actually hilarious. Like the amount of tadlis that these individuals do. It's profound, lie.
You know, Coptics have
On their own, on the same quotes that they're reading. They're doing tadlis on the same quotes that they are
people that
reading.
they're referencing are proofs and evidences against them. Cynthia, we know about Cynthia. Don't worry. She's gonna come soon. Maybe not in this live.
They said you guys didn't read. You guys didn't read nothing. You guys didn't read any books.
Listen, I genuinely want somebody to come up and bring up Cynthia to us. I'd love to speak about her, what is it, attestation. It's like she's more
Come on,
evidence
Coptic.
for
Come on,
us,
dude.
right, rather than evidence for you.
Steamrolled. It's unfortunate.
A little bit longer, guys. Keep sharing the light. Let's get at least a little bit more people in here. They said you didn't read the book. I had people like Nurse Malik saying you didn't read the book. My friend, I had the book when you were at page 1. I had this
Omar was
book
on
before you, Nurse
Page
Malik.
200. Page 200.
Nurse Malik, I had this book before you. I finished it, but when you were still on page 1, buddy.
Yeah, GG's.
Nurse Malik, you told me you were on page 1. You told me you were on page 1 while I already finished all the pertinent things in this book. Wow, Nurse Malik. Wow. That is funny. That is funny.
By the way,
That
guys,
is hilarious.
Nas Malik is the forefront, the pioneer of this movement, of the Marian apparitions movement. That is the pioneer of this movement. That's
That
where
is
Rumi
hilarious.
is getting his knowledge from. That's Rumi's teacher. It's crazy. That's Rumi's teacher right there. And they don't want to come up to the stage right now, by the way. They're on altar counts.
That is hilarious.
Making off
I love it.
It's crazy.
Someone said no refutations. Feel free to come up as well.
Shroud of Turin.
Like, come up. Let's speak.
We want to make them look a little bit, more pitiful and desperate. Imagine just being a comment warrior. They're sitting in the comments crying.
Look. Imagine I went out to the people saying that, oh look, a unicorn was flying in the sky, and then I say, provide me a refutation to this.
Embarrassing.
Yo, where's Coptic?
Embarrassing.
Coptic, rise up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes
Protestant
for Copt,
versus
man.
Christianity,
I'm
rise
gonna wait
up.
a few more minutes for Copt.
Jason, rise up. No one is crying. Which one are refutation?
Yeah, but
Come
guys, if they don't want to get challenged, well, why do we care? They don't even believe they can defend it. They're telling you go debate my professor in this university. They don't want to debate it.
They're all getting invited. And
They're saying go to
all
that female,
deciding.
go to Nesmali, go to my professor. I don't think they're ready to get challenged on this.
I am enjoying this. I am enjoying this so much.
Yeah, a lot of shy Christians in the audience. It's a bit unfortunate. Like, I expected more than
A few
this.
more minutes, guys.
Jason, please, we're not gonna bite you. We're not
We'll
gonna do
have work
anything. We're not
tomorrow,
gonna mute
guys.
you.
Come
We're
on.
not gonna insult you. Rise up. That's yourself. Yeah, I said this to Rumi. Like, if you're saying that you have to get a scholar to debate us, that's just a concession that you can't even like debate their own points, like your own points that are in contention. Like, you have to get somebody. It's like somebody like us saying, okay, the Bible's unreliable because Ba'am said it. Okay, wait, you have some like objections and take it up with him. No, like if you make these claims, like you would expect that you can even like defend them at least in some shape or form. But Rumi denied straight up. He said, nope, Nas Malik is my teacher, debate Nas Malik. No, debate Dr. Travis, debate him, don't debate me. Even though I'm the loudest on this topic, I've been pushing it, I've been claiming that Muslims are apostating, I've been claiming that this is the best evidence that Muslims don't even have anything next to it, close to it, but he doesn't want to engage. There's no assessment. There's no assessment. Jason, what do you mean yapping? Like, come up, let's speak, let's talk. We just want to see what you guys have to offer to begin with before we right now we're at 20%. We just want to play with you guys.
They're still asking us to provide a refutation. This is hilarious. No, they have to come up and bring the argument.
Because by the way,
since they're making a claim for a
refutation,
miracle.
there's nothing. You have to present the case first for us to refute it. Like, we can be courteous and just refute it straight up, but we're not going to do that just yet. Like, we need to see some arguments in favor of these apparitions and the veracity of them. Then after that, we'll engage. We just want some engagement first.
Hey, Muslims in the comments, man. Muslims in the comments, man. Press one if you think this photo is fake.
Bring us in
Press
Christ
one
says
if you
quit
think this
running
photo's
from me.
fake. Type 1 in the comments if this photo's fake. Everybody. Type 1 if this photo's fake.
Yo, show like which is around at the same time. Like, look at those pictures and look at these. Like, this looks like something from the PS2. Like, from
Literally,
a
I
PS2.
can't
Fake?
believe this was
White or
posted
something.
in
Oh, it's
a whole
fake?
newspaper. On a
Any
whole
questions?
newspaper, this was posted. That's crazy.
Any Christians?
That looks like something from Paranormal Activity or something. Like
Any Christians? We got a 2. We got one Christian. We got one Christian.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, no, that's
probably.
wait, why are you saying 2, dude? Why are you trolling? Any Christians? Hey, man. Hey, man. What's going on over here, guys? What's going on over here? What's going on, man?
Somebody said Facebook photo. That's great.
Should we give him a taste?
Yo, this Coptic guy is killing me. The way he's just sitting there, like.
Hey,
This is it.
let me start with one thing. That one of the Christians, okay, one of their, supposedly their best debaters said, okay, this is what one of their best debaters said, by the way. He said, let me pull it up real quick.
Yo, why you're doing that?
Hold on.
His name is Bring Us in Christ. He wants to come up.
One sec while I find this.
This is like no different than like those aunties posting on WhatsApp like that one video or like that one picture of like that random dog
What's up?
because he like insulted Allah. Do you know about
Oh, that one, yeah.
Let me
I
give
don't
you
know how
guys.
many times I'm gonna have to repeat it for these people.
Damn, where the
You
hell
do
is
not
this?
have to provide a refutation. You have to come up and provide the argument as to why this is a miracle.
By the way, guys, remember, this has more proof than the resurrection.
According to who?
According
That's actually funny.
to Dr. Travis Dumsday. Yeah,
Okay.
Travis Dumsday said this.
That's
This is
crazy.
Rumi Scholar that he wants us to debate.
That's
Did
crazy.
he actually say that?
Yes.
Okay, so we got somebody, and we're gonna start. But before we start, I just want to mention, guys, their so-called one of their best debaters, who glazes Dr. Travis, right? Dr. Travis says this: do those suggested motives sound plausible, such that a government-perpetrated hoax might be seen as an adequate potential explanation for the Zaytun phenomena? No, for the following reasons. So he says no, and I'm going to give you the first. He says the first reason, and then the second reason. Now I asked this top debater of theirs, is that a good argument? Just because he says no, just because no government in modern history ever attempted something like this, therefore it's the case that it wouldn't be fake. And their so-called top debater who glazes Dr. Travis said no, there's still a chance for a hoax over here. There's still a chance for a hoax. And I told this individual, you disagree with Dr. Travis. And he said, no, I don't. And I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, you're Travis. You do. Because that was his argument, how it couldn't have been a hoax by the cops and the government. Embarrassing. Okay, Yusuf, what is your proof for the apparitions being real? Go ahead. Yusuf, you got to unmute your mic, man.
He's shaking. He knows there's a lot on the line.
You got to unmute your
So
mic.
let him think.
No, he's gonna get the chance to speak and all that. Like he can talk, he can give his evidence. We're the ones waiting for the evidence, man. You guys make the
We
claim.
got this, Yusuf. This is the moment. Breathe in and out.
Yeah. You're gonna unmute your mic, Yusuf?
I think he's just trying to oral farm or something. Like he's coming up,
You
coming
gonna
down,
unmute your mic?
coming up.
Why would they perpetrate a hoax? Hey,
That's a good argument.
hey, that's a good response, man. Should I tell him why? I don't know. Should I tell him why yet? I don't know,
Make them
man.
wait, make them wait, make them wait.
Make him wait a little bit more. I know I'm
Yeah.
pissing. We're eventually gonna get to it, guys. We're just pissing them off. We're just making them mad. That's all. Look at Layla's photo. Look at Layla's photo. Hey man. Hey man. They're in Discord right now in a little group call like they're in high school. Pissed off right now. They're gossiping like little schoolgirls right now in a Discord call instead of being in here. I love it. Yo, Yusuf, you there, man? Hello, Mr. Yusuf, Mr. Yusuf. Hello,
Some other guy wants to come up, by the way. You might as well bring him up.
Yusuf. Finish it. Oh no, that guy's a troll. Bring us in Christ. He's just gonna put a fart
He's a
sound.
troll, man.
It's
He's
just
a
gonna be
troll.
like,
Yo, Yusuf, at least type in like the comments so we
that's
can see
all.
that you're here.
Yo, Yusuf, you there, man? Yusuf, you there, man? Oh, here, maybe this guy wants to talk. Maybe this guy wants to talk. You're up. Hello.
These guys are a bit shy like today. Like, what's going on?
Is this what they're doing? What?
They're trying to mimic the apparitions, like, you know,
Is
they
this
just
what
come.
is this what they're
Yeah,
really
they come
doing?
back. Like,
Oh man.
what do you mean give the refutation? Like, provide a case.
Guys, you
Oh
guys are
man.
allowed to
And then we
speak.
will refute you. Like, at least engage, like, and then we can give you like some substance afterwards.
Oh man.
Your
This is
Jibreel, by the way,
bad.
I think this person is not. It's someone else. It's a shared account, so it's not him.
This is bad.
Okay,
No, it's
not
it's
that.
it's
That
Yusuf,
one.
dude. Dude, this
That's
guy.
him.
No,
That's
no,
him.
no, no,
That's
no.
really
I'm
his
talking to
account.
Jibreel about someone in the comment section.
There's just trolls. There's just trolls.
Yeah, but Omar, didn't Yusuf message you before you opened the live? He said,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's
okay.
supposed to be like very well versed on the apparition. Anyways,
Yeah, because
let me tell you, let me just give them a little taste because they think. Let me ask what you guys think. If I asked, guys, why didn't other cameras capture the Theotokos, and someone responded with, all of the other cameras were broken. What are you gonna say? Hey man, this individual told me all the other cameras were broken, and that's the more plausible explanation. This individual, who is supposedly their top guy, other than Daddy Dr. Travis, to go to, said that the cameras were all broken or the button didn't work. Now, let me tell you guys, the photo that they got, that they consider authentic, the apparition lasted for only 10 minutes in that specific photo. It lasted for 10 minutes, and he managed to get the photo within that 10 minutes time frame. You're telling me a whole 8 hours have passed in an apparition of the supposed doing miracles, all of this, for 8 whole hours straight. And the reason why in those 8 hours you didn't get a single photo is because the cameras were all broken? These are the responses that they've given us.
250
They've given
people,
us
by the
these
way.
type of responses.
In one place, 250,000
But
people, they
there's
came
but
prepared.
there's a million witnesses, you know.
An aggregate of 1 million people. People coming from different parts of the world, journalists, dressed up in suits. They're ready to see it. They're ready to record it. They're ready to take pictures. But for some reason, we have like a handful of dubious pictures, highly dubious pictures, in which even your apologists doubt, by the way. We can prove this. Travis Dumday, he doubts them. We have a clip of this. And that's all you have. And this is supposed to be somehow, if anything, that's evidence against your hypothesis that there was this many people that came from all different parts of the world.
Travis
In
believes it's a
preparation.
million. Yeah, Travis believes that it's a million people who witnessed it, and out of that million, 200 video testimonies. Yo, Yusuf, get off! Get off of mute! I'm inviting you to get off mute, Yusuf. Stop yapping.
Haram, wallahi haram. Bro, have
Yusuf,
some like,
get off
have
of
some
mute.
like, Hishma, have some like, you know, are you not embarrassed? Like,
Unmute yourself, Yusuf. What are you doing? 200 video testimonies.
this is, by the way, this is undeniable evidence. Like, if you deny this, you're a contrarian. You're a contrarian. You're a skeptic. You're a naturalist.
Oh my
You're all
God.
these. You're an atheist. If you reject this, like, this
Unbelievable.
is conclusive evidence.
Unbelievable. You're a
These
skeptic if you
stats,
deny this, guys.
these
You're a
stats are in
skeptic.
evidence against your hypothesis. But no, but none of you guys want to like engage on this.
Yeah, Yusuf, could you
1968
confirm that you
cameras
can
took
hear us,
pictures
but you
in
don't
a
want to speak?
fraction of a second.
Yusuf right now is just sitting here like a bad bee. He's taking it all. He's taking it all in. He's he's enjoying it, but he's not responding. Like Yusuf, what's going on?
Come on, man. You guys are boring us.
Intravelli as well.
Come here. Where's
He's
Nas
speaking a
Minnie?
lot as well in the audience. Intravelli, I'm calling out by your name. Come up right now.
Come on,
And
you
this
guys are
Greek
boring
name,
us.
omar2, say your name. This is lackluster. Like, what's going on? Like,
You guys are boring us.
Nas
Just
Malik
yapping in the
claiming
comments.
that 5 Muslims apostated over this. Like,
Nah,
what is
but
going on?
guys, to be honest, we did call this. Like, we did call it. We knew they weren't gonna come up, anyways. The moment they told you go debate a female, go debate this color, they're not ready to debate this.
All I knew is that like there was some. All I was seeing was like some
That's like the biggest
syllogisms
scope
made from
of a response.
ChatGPT,
Like imagine.
some Bayes theorem.
My God.
Guys, you know what they're saying? They're saying we're gonna record the live and we're gonna make responses. You cowards!
What the
You
hell?
guys are gonna. You thought that I'm gonna go and give you all the arguments instead of you getting baked, and you're just gonna record and sit in a little Discord call like two little high school girls? You really thought that? I'm only giving you a little taste, man. The fact that, dude, Yusuf, unmute your mic. Stop yapping.
Yusuf, you're giving the Christians shubuhats right now.
If I was a Christian, I'd have shubuhat right now because Yusuf is not unmuting. I would have shubuhat.
By the way, Yusuf, like his Coptic peer, said that there was like thousands of Muslims which converted. Like, like these are just sensationalist claims. 15-mile radius around the church, the electricity was off,
Wow.
the roads were blocked. The president himself, Gamal Abdul Nasser, he came.
The president?
He saw it in his convoy. He came. He saw it.
The president? No way.
Yes, the president.
No way. The president?
15-mile radius around the church.
Oh,
They blocked it.
wow. 15-mile radius around the church.
By the way,
The question to them is, when did they turn the lights off? When
We
did
need to
they
know.
turn the
We need
lights
to know.
off? Because Cynthia doesn't give a date. Cynthia Nelson says that it was close to the end of April. And she says, close to the end of April, it's already been turned off for several days. So what's the date range in which the lights were turned off? That's the question. There's a lot of claims being made about the lights. There's a lot of claims being made about the light. It could not possibly be natural. The light that they saw could not possibly be natural. Oh, is that why some of your witnesses say that the light was bright just as much as the flash from a camera was? Is that why your own witnesses say that it was as bright as a camera, the flash of a camera? Is that what you got?
By the way, guys, this is Rumi asking ChatGPT to prove Catholicism through Bayes' theorem from the Marian apparitions. He's not even making these arguments himself, by the way. He's not making these
Dude,
arguments.
that's
by
literally
himself.
ChatGPT. You can tell
ChatGPT.
it is. You can tell it is.
It is. Look, it is.
You can tell it is. The way that it's like organized, it's literally ChatGPT.
Usually he tries to hide it, but this time he didn't even
It's
hide it.
literally ChatGPT. I promise you that's
Yeah.
ChatGPT. By the way, that Bayesian nonsense, their philosophers use this to prove the resurrection and stuff. The probability of the resurrection, it's trash.
Not
one
only
cares
that,
about
but
that.
like, I also ask Rumi right now, what is Bayes' theorem? Like, he wouldn't be able to like even give me a definition of what it does or what it aims to do, or
No
even
one
like
cares
the
about
formula,
that.
Bayes' theorem, like his formula. Even if I was to ask him right now, like on the spot, make a deductive argument using universal instantiation, he wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't be able to do it, I promise you. But these are the people who are at the forefront, the pioneers of this undefeated
Resonance?
miracle claim for Christianity.
Put these pictures onto AI checking websites, dude. Trust me, we are ahead of that. We are ahead of that, man. I'm just telling you right now. We're just waiting for people to man up. Stop yapping. Stop yapping. Stop yapping in the comments. Come up. Give a case. Give a case. Don't just be blind followers just like the cops were.
Wait. He's here now? Is Rumi here? I see
Give
people
an
from Rumi.
actual case. Don't just be blind followers like the cops were. I wouldn't want to be blind followers, you know? Give an actual case. Give an actual case. Because they opened up a live and they were yapping with their 20 viewers. And, you know,
Yo, but Yusuf, do you have no shame? Like, are you gonna just remain on mute? Just drop then. If you're that scared.
yo, Yusuf, yeah, just drop, dude. You can just drop.
You don't have to stay up here and stay on mute. This is just embarrassing.
Yeah. Dude, they have to give a case. You guys have to give a case. You have to give. Oh,
He's got some
wow. Oh, my
pretty
God.
short-tempered friends.
Oh, my God. Are those photos? Those are the doves? No way.
Wait, what is that, by the way? What the hell is that?
No way. Those are the doves? Wow. Those are the doves?
Yo, who's that Greek guy that keeps? I think he wants to rise the Greek guy. Is he a troll?
Those are the doves? Wow. Wow, guys. Those are the doves? What's this?
That's not a sketch, by the way. That's like from the. Those are pictures from the original website of the Coptic Church.
Yep.
But some people are saying
Grainy?
like rise me. Like are they actually like I can't see. I don't have moderator. Like are they actually requesting or
No. I don't know who this guy is.
nobody's requesting?
I think it's probably just that Greek guy, but I don't know who that is, to be honest.
So, guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Yo,
something.
Jasper.
Yo, what's up?
Look,
Yeah, they
just look
claim
at the
those are the
Discord real
pictures.
quick and look what I sent if that claim is made. Just like bring that up.
Let me
it's
tell you
fine.
guys
I would love
something.
that claim to be brought up.
Let's have a look.
We're gonna start playing stuff, but let me tell you guys something. This photo, where did I get it from? There is a book by what is his name, Gregorius or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
that Pope. Yeah.
The bishop who supposedly witnessed the apparition, right? And he himself, when he witnessed the apparition, he gave us drawings how it looked like. This one, actually, no, the other one is the one that's like really bright from him. This one is another one that was witnessed by another bishop, not Gregorius. It's another one. And this is not a real photo. Go figure. It's a painting. This is a painting, guys. This is an actual painting. Let me show you. I have his book in Arabic,
Damn,
and I pretty much finished reading it. Let me show you guys the book, because Nurse Malik and these guys, they go to online websites. By the way, I found all the websites that they go to get their books and to like read their little quotes and just screenshot them here and there. They didn't actually read the full book. These guys just read a little, because if they actually read things, they wouldn't make blunders like what's his name? The physicist, what's his name? Johnson or whatever. The physicist said that the photos are real. Wow! You
Dr.
wouldn't make
John
blunders
Jackson.
like that,
Yeah.
would you, Nurse Malik? You wouldn't make blunders like that if you
Dr.
actually
John
read
Jackson.
the stuff. You wouldn't actually make these bad blunders, Nurse Malik. You wouldn't have made those blunders if you actually read. If you actually read, you wouldn't have made
Correct.
those
It's actually hilarious. The
blunders.
Christians are saying it's not looking good for us.
You lost.
I see that too.
Let me show you guys. Let me open this file real quick. العذراء في
We know the names
الزيتون.
of the people that they're appealing to.
العذراء في الزيتون. You're working? What?
Why are you joining the stage then?
What do you mean you're working? Dude, come up.
Names of the
Wait, how long until you can speak?
Maybe 4 hours, maybe 5.
4 hours,
What?
5? Okay, maybe later or
Hours.
tomorrow or something. I don't know, man. Maybe later or tomorrow. I don't know.
No,
Coptic.
Coptic. We only need 3 minutes. We need 3 minutes with you. That's it.
Yeah, we just want to know what your case is. What's your best case for this being true?
One sentence. Just tell us one sentence.
Yeah, like tell us one
What
sentence.
proves
my
these
case would be the
apparitions.
4,000 recorded miracles that happened, but
Say that again.
I can't speak now. I'm working.
The miracles
What did he
that
say?
happened? The miracles? Okay, he said the miracles. Okay. They said that this was investigated, guys. Because look, if they're not going to give us a case, we're not just going to start saying, oh, refute this part, refute that part, refute this part. What is there to refute? You guys have to come up and give a case as to why this is the case. You guys have to give a case as to why this is the case. But I will pull a little bit of something out, man. A little bit of something, man. Because you guys got to muster the courage up and actually discuss this instead of just
Drop Coptic
yapping.
because he's not speaking. But I got something
No,
to show.
I'll just keep him up. He'll bring people in. I don't care.
Yeah, he'll bring.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so
Like you.
who is the investigation done by, guys? Who? Hey, guys, who were the doctors that investigated this? The miracles that occurred. Who were the doctors? Who were the doctors that investigated all these miracles? Who were they? Do we know? I've been hearing claims that they had atheists, they had doctors who were unbiased and atheist and all of this. I've been hearing a lot. Doctors have investigated this. When it happened and all of this, the Pope allegedly he assigned there was like a committee, and with this committee there were doctors that were assigned, and they're supposedly unbiased. Okay, so let's see. Dr. Shafiq Abdel Malik, head of the commission of 7 doctors to study the miraculous cures reported at Zaytun. He is a deacon of the Coptic Church and is private physician to Pope Kyrillos. Hey, man, is this what you guys really got? Come up so you can get a taste, man. I'm not gonna lay everything out on the table.
Head of commission for 7 doctors. Subhanallah.
Head of commission of the 7 doctors. Come on, come up so you can get a taste. Come up and get baked. Come up and get baked. The ones who allegedly, we have to check the miracle, guys. Let's check the miracle. Dr. Shafiq Abdel Malik, head of the commission of 7 doctors. He's the head of the commission of 7 doctors, and he is a deacon at the Coptic Church and he is the private physician to the Pope himself.
No way. No way.
We have atheist doctors investigating these miracles, guys.
Hasbunallah. Okay, like,
We
this whole
have
thing,
atheist
like,
doctors.
no way. It's sad. But anyways, I've got something to show now. So, let me just get back. So we have this here, right? كنيسة السيدة العذراء مريم بالزيتون. This is an official website, by the way. Let's have a look at some of the photos. We're not even gonna like go too deep into this, by the way. Let me just click on a random one. Let's see what they have. Give me a big screen, Omar. This is what we're dealing with, by the way. This is what we're dealing with. Bear in mind, mind you, here are the pictures of the Vietnam War. Around about the same time.
That's actually so accurate. That's so.
Allahu Akbar.
You can see everything.
Black and white. The cameras, look at it. Like, look at these pictures. Like, wow. Oh my God. This might have to be the best one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can't even make out anything. Like, it's just so sus with the exposure, the lightning, the ambience, everything. You can't see anything. There's no assessment to be made.
But was the Vietnam War around the
about the
same
same
time?
time. Some brother just said 120p. My brother, this is not 120p. This is like you're looking at 2 pence or 2p. But this is what we're dealing with right now. Like, and mind you, millions of people. Oh, sorry, 1 million. That's like the upper rate. 1 million people came all across the world, journalists, people in the governor of Zaytun. They came with their suits. They were ready, with their cameras and everything. And these are the pictures that we have. These are the pictures, like. And don't forget the doves as well. Somehow this is like a miracle. Doves flying over a church. As if you can't find that for like the blue mosque as well. Look, let me show you. Blue mosque, doves.
Hey
We'll
guys,
see it right now. Let me show you. Look at these white doves.
Allah.
What
Look at these white
miracle,
doves above the
wow.
blue mosque, like in Turkey.
Allah.
I mean, it's hardly a
And plus
miracle.
the
It's
quality
at
is
night,
good.
guys.
You
That's
see
why.
color.
It's at night, guys. That's why.
Oh,
That's why. Wait,
oh, at nighttime it's
who's the
different.
one that took
Okay,
photos of those
that makes
doves
a lot of.
again?
Wait. So hang on a moment. One moment. Whoa. 1 second. So if doves fly above a building at nighttime, that's a miracle. Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
even the quality is bad because it's night.
So what was his
Oh
name?
my god, dude, my
Resonance.
freaking computer froze. One sec.
The quality. Oh my god.
Who's
There's
the one
pictures
that
of the
took a picture of the
PMO at
doves
nighttime
again?
as well. Like, they're not. Look how crisp they are. I'm not sure.
you
Let me have a
guys
look.
believe in this miracle that happened?
Christians
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
it.
Rizq Mata.
Do you believe in it?
His name's
There's
Matthew
no
or something.
refutation to this miracle, man.
Yeah, yeah. What's wrong with it, Your Honor? What's wrong with it? Can you
There's no
refute it?
assessment. There's no assessment to begin with.
Well, I mean, it did
No assessment.
occur, it happened.
Oh yeah.
Well, even the Egyptian
What's the
government
proof of that?
was, they were confused. They're like,
Okay,
what the
wait.
hell
What's the
is
proof of
going
that?
on?
SubhanAllah.
No. You, okay, yes or
Well,
no? Did the
they
Egyptian
did, bro.
government
Go
acknowledge
on the
these
record, bro.
apparitions?
Go
Yes or
to the
no?
library. Huh?
They
Well, the
acknowledge them.
source is on
What's your source?
share
What's your
Google.
source?
No, I'm not. No,
Shaykh Google. See, this is like you're
no.
trolling now. That's it. Like,
He's
that's
actually
just
not
a
trolling.
concession. You're
This guy
conceding the
says
point, by the
Google a
way. You're
lot.
conceding the
I
point.
think I heard him.
You're just conceding.
I think I heard him.
No, but that's just a concession. Like, that's a concession. What's your source again?
Well,
Like,
I
seriously,
mean,
this time.
the
Where have you
old
read it?
newspaper, it happened in 50s, was it, or 60s?
You don't even
Not good
wait.
luck. That's not
Don't
good.
even.
I'm not
Supposedly the
asking when it
60s.
happened. I'm asking you for your source. How do you know the government affirmed that these operations? That's the question.
Yeah,
Not when it
man,
happened.
it was an event.
Pay attention.
Usually events leave behind the traces. They
Yeah,
don't just come
man.
and happen
Yeah,
and
man.
nobody knows about them.
Yeah, man. It was an event, dude.
What's your
That's not the
What was your
question.
question?
Yeah, please
Can you repeat
focus,
the question?
please.
Just repeat the question.
I wasn't listening,
Repeat it.
bro. Go ahead,
Repeat it.
repeat it, man.
What did you respond to?
Okay, focus.
I'm
Stop
shy,
being
I'm
nervous.
shy,
Like,
bro.
you just
That's
sound
why.
too
Go
nervous
ahead,
right
bro. I'm
now.
new to this app.
I'm gonna. Exactly. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Just let the estrogen like flow. So the question is as follows: how do you know, or what is your source that the Egyptian government
They
affirmed
didn't
these
affirm the
apparitions?
apparition, but they witnessed an event. Yeah,
Okay, they didn't.
hear me out. An
Thank you very
event that
much.
was happening,
Then
and
you
they had to
conceded the
get
point.
involved regarding the
You already
event.
conceded, I'll be honest with you.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
already
Plus
conceded
plus
this.
the claim that doves don't fly at night. Where do you get that from? Where do you get that from? Even if people
Doves
just name
fly.
doves, where do you get that from? Where do you get that idea from? Doves don't fly at night.
Were there doves flying?
I'm crying.
Yeah, look at the picture. What do you think that is? What do you
Whoa!
think that is?
Yo, it's a cross. Like, these are like Christian Prince arguments.
It's a
Like,
cross.
okay, 3
Yeah,
times.
yeah. By
Okay,
the way,
you say,
they take note of
times.
this in
Christianity come
they
back.
take note of this in this book right here. So back to Nurse Malik yapping saying you guys didn't read nothing and yada 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 all that. Look, this is the actual.
Historically, though, you can't be naive to a point where you deny it actually happened. So whether you like it or not,
It
just
didn't
like
actually happen.
Fatima,
It
just
didn't
like
happen.
Fatima.
You're just
It didn't
restating the
happen.
claim.
Look, this is the book,
It
guys.
did or it didn't?
It didn't.
It didn't.
This is the book.
I have a friend, Egyptian. His grandmother,
Oh
or it's
yeah.
actually his grandmother. Huh?
Wait, which one's this? Is it what's
Grandmother.
I'm joking.
You know this is only like 60
I
years ago. It's not
I
that
have a
far.
relative. I have a relative, and I always wondered why this relative had an Egyptian accent because he actually lived in Egypt and he lived 15 minutes away from the church. He said about 15 minutes away from the church, and he mentioned that the electricity was never cut off. Wow. So this refute that, yeah.
I
Refute
don't
that.
know. I don't know, bro.
Eyewitness
Refute
testimony.
that. So yeah,
Refute
this is the
Refute
book,
it.
guys.
What do you mean?
And in
Well,
this
this
book,
is the beauty of
Engage with the text.
Christianity, bro. It's
he gives all the
evidence-based
accounts.
It's a
religion.
mystery. It's
You
a
know, like
mystery.
It's
Fatima.
supposed to be
Christianity.
It was in
pitch
the
black, by the way.
newspaper.
He gives all the accounts. He gives all the photos in the book. This is the committee that they supposedly held. This is like the
Wow.
committee that they held to like get the doctors and stuff like
Muslim
that.
committee, it
Mus-
seems.
Yeah,
You know what's
a lot of atheist doctors, guys. A lot of atheist doctors. Yeah.
This one
Okay.
is an interesting one, but what I find is the most interesting one is the Fatima one.
That one's like
We're talking about
much worse.
Zaytun. We're talking
That
about
one's
Zaytun.
much worse than
Yeah,
Zaytun,
but
by
no,
the way.
no. Well,
That one's far worse
the
than Zaytun.
Fatima,
No, listen
in
carefully.
order to
I want
Please
you
shake
to understand.
focus on the lady of the
the
week.
the God
pioneers
of
of the
Christianity.
Zaytun.
Focus
One
on the
second.
photos.
One
Focus on
Okay,
the
second.
okay,
photos.
okay, okay. I just want to say the God of Christianity shook the sun in order to shake
No,
Islam, and it
relax,
still
relax.
didn't work.
Wow,
Relax,
yeah.
buddy.
Wow,
Relax.
you
He
got
It's
it.
very
shook the
convincing.
sun.
You got it, dude.
It's
Yeah,
very
the
What's
sun,
he
convincing.
yeah,
talking
because
about?
the sun was like shaking, it actually
You
happened like for
you
5
got it.
minutes.
Yeah, you
The
got it,
sun
man.
was shaking.
Yeah,
You
bro,
got
look
it.
it up, man.
This is a painting, by the way.
Google
This is a
it.
drawing.
Portugalnewspaper.com, you're gonna find it.
What's the difference between these?
And
This is supposedly a real
the
photo.
crazy thing, out of all the places in
Hold
the
on, hold
world,
on.
he
Your
chose
Honor, I
Fatima.
got a question. Is
Subhanallah.
this a real photo?
Who's in the picture, Your Honor?
Is this a real photo?
Huh?
Is this a real photo right here?
Brother, that's a photo.
I can't, bro.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا.
Is this a
Bro,
real
how on
photo?
earth, like,
Huh?
Do you believe this was a real photo?
Yeah, but my faith is not based on
Okay.
on images and
Okay,
pictures.
hold on,
and, you know,
Do you believe this is also a real photo?
it looks real, yeah.
Okay, this is a painting. Good job.
Painting, yeah.
That's a painting.
Good job.
That's a painting. Okay, so we got
Yeah,
a
good job.
painting, guys. All right. This is supposedly how the
Are you
bishop
happy,
saw it.
man?
This is supposedly how the bishop saw it. Okay. Let me ask
But
you. Your
that
Honor.
doesn't matter. What happened?
Hold on, because there's a lot of claims. They bring eyewitness saying, "Oh my God," all these detailed claims. I saw her like this with a halo and that. Where are these people getting the eyewitnesses from?
The eyewitnesses was about 200,000 people gathered around it, bro.
No, in total, you guys have about a million.
What's the source for that?
total. You guys have a total of 1 million. My question is, why do you have the bishop seeing it like this? The bishop himself, he's saying it like this. I know there's other accounts saying that they're all detailed and all, and I get that. Yeah, she was wearing a halo. Some say she moved. Some say she floated into the air. Subhanallah, she floated into the air. She flew. One of your bishops say that he saw her in heaven.
Yeah, she well, that happened. It was for the Coptic community in Egypt, to show them that the God of
Okay.
Christianity is with you and
Okay.
loves you.
One question: why is it the case that the people who interviewed these witnesses are, they're Christian interviewers?
Christian interviewers.
Yeah. The people who interviewed the interviewees
The people.
are actually Christians. And
Yeah,
not only
of course.
Christians,
What do you
the
expect? You
Coptic
expect a
Church-
Muslim to go and
the Coptic
interview a
Church-
miracle
the
that
Coptic
belongs to
Church-
Christianity,
the Coptic
bro? Come
Church-
on.
The Coptic
That's what you
Church
guys
sup-
claim.
The
You guys say
Coptic
that
Church
Muslims
supported the people who interviewed these eyewitnesses, so-called eyewitnesses. The Coptic Church supported them.
Just give me a sec, bro.
Why is that?
Burn again is gonna come back. We're having our own apparitions on this live. I don't know if you guys can.
Why is that, man?
Repeat that again, host.
Why is it that the people who wanted to go and interview these people, first of all, let's say you have 1 million people who witnessed it. Sure.
Yeah. Where are you from? Where are you from, host?
I'm from nowhere. Doesn't matter.
Arab?
Dude.
No,
I'm
no,
like
قصدي Arab. No.
I'm, huh?
Arab.
No, I'm African.
Afriqi?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, no, your question, back to your question, bro. I don't know why you got shy for a sec, but
Yeah, yeah. So look, you have eyewitness accounts, okay? Some of these eyewitness accounts, they say we saw 250,000 people, we saw 100,000, we saw hundreds. I get that the amount differs from time to time. That's fine.
okay.
Questions that I have are going to be: when did the government allegedly shut the power off? Um, when did the police or the government or whatever shut the power off to see if the lights will continue to stay?
I see. Okay. Well, you gotta put a couple of things into consideration first. Okay. First of all, that the government is not a Christian government. Number one. And whenever things like this happen and they belong to a different religion group, they will always try to destroy and kill all the evidence. Number two, okay. But
Oh, really? Is
yeah,
that why?
yeah,
Is that why
obviously,
the same? Hold
it's a
on,
fact. It's a fact.
I'm curious though. Is that why the same Travis who said that? Because this is the guy that they're glazing, by the way, everybody. 180 people. This guy that they're glazing. The same Travis over here. Nurse Malik actually disagrees with Travis because Travis says no, it is the case because we haven't seen anyone do this in history.
Like,
Therefore, hold on. Therefore,
yeah,
Therefore, that's one of the reasons why it wouldn't be something that was faked. But then the same Dr. Travis says, in attempting to research this, I have come across one potential exception. I say potential because it is not clear to me whether or to what extent this plan was seriously contemplated upon being proposed. At any rate, I did come across a published claim to the effect that during the 1960s, a member of the U.S. intelligence community, Major General Edward Geary Lansdale, put forward the idea of fomenting internal revolution against Castro's new communist regime by using technological means to pull off a massive religious supernatural hoax. The idea was to trick the Cuban public into thinking that Jesus Christ was calling on them to turn against their atheist government. Such, at least, is the allegation of a former CIA employee made during testimony before one of the 1970s era congressional committees tasked with looking into abuses of power by the U.S. intelligence community. Wow.
Can
the
I
same
just,
Dr. Travis admits,
yeah.
well, in one breath, he's saying, well, actually, it can't be the case that this could be possible, that, the government would do something like this, or the Coptic church would fabricate this, or anything of this like. But then right afterwards, he says, well, in the 1960s, there actually was an instance in which there's attestation for such a thing. Wow.
So let me ask you something. If I were to search from Muslim perspective, as in Egypt media, when it comes to 1960s, what would I find regarding this event?
Yep, you have it. Well, it depends. The mechanics that supposedly first initially saw it, some people that interviewed them, some of your quote unquote people who are attesting to the Muslims are saying that there's one mechanic that is Christian and one mechanic that's Muslim. Some
I
others
see.
said that there's two mechanics that are Muslim.
What do you mean by mechanic?
Are you okay? Like
No,
like a mechanic. What do you mean? Like a car mechanic? Or,
okay.
yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. So those that itself is not that accurate already. Is it one Muslim and one
And
Christian,
they also
or is it two Muslims?
they also claim that what's it called, the two mechanics. There's also like there are security guards as well, not even mechanics.
No, but I know, but
Yep.
my question was regarding like the Egyptian media when it comes to this event that took place. If I were to Google, what kind of information would I receive from your side?
I just told you. And then you have Muslims. You have actually a Muslim family that claimed one of them was 10 years old at the time of the event. 10 years old. Another one claimed that he saw a light and it was bright and it was very beautiful and I couldn't believe it.
Okay,
Wow.
so I see. So what you're saying was it was not a major event where it shook the community, basically.
No, I'm
That's what
saying
he
that
thinks.
I am saying that there were crowds. There were crowds, and they were going crazy, right?
They were going crazy.
Yep.
And do crowds normally go crazy without a reason?
Yes, they do.
They
Yep.
do. If they're on
Yes,
drugs, yeah. But you know,
Oh yeah.
we have like another
civilized
event.
communities like in Egypt, I don't
No,
think so.
Your Honor, look, in Egypt, we have an account of them in 2009
Yeah.
where they're going crazy because some man was standing at a window or a light turned off and they started going crazy in the crowds and there's videos of this.
Is that why the Cynthia Nelson, the so-called the atheist that they love to use, is that why she says in her account? Let me pull it up because I had to restart my computer. And her own account, she said that suddenly the crowd began to go crazy. So they started with, Allahu Akbar! Yeah, oh my God, it's the Athra! Everybody go look at the window, it's the Athra! They started going crazy because there's something in the window. There was a figure in the window, like, Allah, oh my God! They're going crazy, guys.
Yeah.
And guess what? It turned out to be a human. Somebody was inside the church, and they went crazy over that.
No way.
So yes,
This is
people
the
do
account that they're appealing
overreact,
to.
especially when they project their own religious beliefs because other people are in the crowd saying, "Oh my God, look, it's the Virgin. Offer your prayers, this and that." But then these same people are so gullible. In the same account that sent, because Nurse Malik supposedly read all of this, Rumi read all of this, but the same people that read this must have missed the part where supposedly there's a whole crowd that started to go crazy while Cynthia, don't throw Cynthia under the bus now, guys. Don't throw Cynthia under the bus. Cynthia is the one that is burying you because Cynthia said that the crowd started to go crazy. And when the crowd went crazy, what happened? Was it the apparition, guys? Was it Mary? Is it plausible that these people can easily be fooled? What's going to be more? What's going to be the inference to the best explanation over here? Hold on, Your Honor. What's the inference to the best explanation over here, guys? Is the inference to the best explanation that they can easily be fooled, or is the inference to the best explanation that, like Nurse Malik said, all the cameras were broken except for the ones that we had photos?
Well, maybe it was a message, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
all the other cameras.
Maybe it was a message.
All the other cameras were broken.
No. Well, 1960s freaking cameras were terrible. The one were the best.
Oh, dude, you're just hurting yourself.
There
So
were a million
listen,
people
Give me a second, guys.
allegedly-
maybe it
million
was a
people-
message. It was a message for the community, for the Muslim community that hey, this place is where you're gonna find the truth. Maybe you should come enter into the door.
Do you know the event that he's
Come.
referring to? He hasn't broken.
But my favorite is
That
the
event's
Fatima
right there.
one.
One second, relax. We're talking about Zaytoun in this live only.
Yani,
After that, we
it
can
puzzles
get to
me
that.
sometimes.
But Dr. Travis Domsday, like Rumi, like the pioneers of this movement, their scholar said that this has more proof than the resurrection. And this has the most proof from any miracle in history.
Yeah,
So we're
but
going to undercut this
but
miracle.
yeah,
to begin with.
this
1 million people, 1 million people, the government, the president himself came in his convoy, he saw it, he acknowledged it. 50-mile radius around the church was blocked, electricity, the roads,
you're
everything.
talking about this one, Zaytoun?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But
There are a
again-
lot of sensationalist claims which revolve around this.
But my favorite, my favorite is the Fatima one.
Nobody cares about the Fatima.
No one cares about that.
No, for me
Today is about
personally, it's my
Zaytoun.
favorite because
No one cares about that. Let me show you guys.
that one is very important, man. He chose the name Fatima. He shook the sun for the Muslim world, and they're still sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait. Do you accept the moon split?
Okay, you know what?
Do you,
Let's-
wait, do you believe in the moon split? Do you believe the moon split?
With your prophet?
Yeah.
No, bro.
Why not?
No,
So you believe the sun was dancing and nobody took photos of it?
it
or
did.
videos
It did like
during
for
that
5
time?
minutes.
Oh, for 5 minutes? The moon was
Yeah,
split
yeah,
for about
it shook.
for just about the same, if not.
In the
How does
land,
that-
in
how's
a
that-
the moon
city
was
that
just
was
split for a
called
moment.
Fatima.
The moon was just split for a moment, but you take the sun
It
dancing.
shook the sun. The sun.
The sun.
Yeah,
The
but
sun. The sun was doing
beauty,
this, and there's
the
not a single
beauty.
photo.
The sun shook
Oh, okay.
for the Muslim
Okay.
brothers.
Okay, cool. So the sun was dancing, but you reject the moon split. Okay.
Like even the shaking of the sun.
Okay.
It did not touch
So you
the heart.
reject the moon split, but the sun was dancing.
Yeah, but that one is a moon split is too much, bro.
Oh, but the The sun dancing is not too much?
Well, the sun was for a moment, and
The sun, you said 5 minutes.
yeah, I think it was like 5 minutes or something like that, maybe less.
Maybe less?
Yeah.
Okay, what if I say the same thing about the moon split? Why do you reject the moon split then?
Well, the evidence says shit didn't happen, bro.
That's the argument, guys. That's
Huh?
the argument, man. Hey, if that's your argument, man, hey, that's cool, man. Those are good arguments. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let me
but
pull this up
again,
real
but
quick.
he chose my final point. He chose a place in Portugal that is called Fatima.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. So this is
And
what
who
said.
is Fatima
No,
to
no, no.
Islam?
This is what Cynthia says over
He
here.
chose a city that's named after the daughter of the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. So why is that
Yeah,
not proof of
in
Islam?
order
Why is that not
in
proof of Islam?
order
No,
in
because you want to
order
make that you
to put
want to
the
make these
Allah.
arbitrary
Dude,
limits.
calm down for a second. Let me read what Cynthia
Arbitrary
says. Let me see. Let me read what who they
can't I say
who
that's
they
proof of
love.
Islam?
They love Cynthia Nelson. She says,
Allah,
as
he
we were
wants us to honor
talking.
the.
So Cynthia's there. She's present. As we were talking, a white shirted figure. Wait, don't they say that white shirted figures, statue like was the apparition as well? Don't they claim that I have white clothing? Oh, okay. So as we were talking, a white shirted figure appeared in one of the windows of the church, and the crowd broke into shouts, but soon realized that it was nothing but a human figure. Pitiful. Wow.
This is the name that they're using as like a dalil, by the way. This is an atheist
Wow.
person, apparently, who proves the miracle or something like that, who's an eyewitness testimony.
Wow.
By the way, Omar, do you remember like the videos that I have sent you about the crowds of the Church of Rock?
Yeah, do you guys got a second device that you can play them?
I can play them.
Yeah, can we
Send them on
start
Discord.
showing them just to show the people
But
what
wait,
we're dealing with? Because
are they the
if you
ones that
can't
you put
explain
in?
the light, therefore, if it's a mystery how the light appeared, therefore it must be a miracle. This
No, because
this is their
like we
argument over
have
here.
we have also like accepted apparition, which is the Church of Rock. I'm Egyptian myself, by the Coptic Church. It's in Warraq, and there was like an interview, and like they actually played the videos that were called like frame by frame, and it looks super fake. Can someone like play the videos? They were actually exposed
Oh yeah, yeah.
on
No,
air
that's
on
the
radio.
problem is not just
And
that.
people would say like, oh, but like there are crowds. Like, look at the videos. There are like there are hundreds of thousands of people watching, and they were like shouting and saying, oh, like look, Mary. But like when like the videos were actually like played like in close, you would see this is like it's only light. Like literally just light fading away. Like
Let me show you guys the Christian's
frame by
logic,
frame
guys. The
frame by
Christian's
frame.
logic is
Yeah.
this. Explain this light. If you can't explain this light, then it's a miracle. This
Look
is their
at the
logic.
crowds and the voices.
If you cannot explain this light, it's a miracle. Khalas.
Play
That's
the
it.
video. Play the video.
That's
Omar,
it.
play the video.
That's it. It's a miracle automatically. It's a miracle. That's
There's
literally
nothing
their argument.
supernatural about that.
That's literally their argument. And
It's
if
even
anyone
the same with
says,
like
why wasn't it canonized? Pope Shenouda himself said, if the Jamhur accept it, it's something we cannot ignore. This is Pope Shenouda. This is your guy. He says if the Jamhur accept it, it's something that you cannot ignore. When they want to yap and say, oh, the Pope has to accept it for it to be reliable, your whole argument is the fact that there's mass attestation to the point that it cannot be rejected. Pick one. Don't flip-flop. Pick one. That's why we want you guys to come up and discuss this. Because we're not just going to throw our argumentation out the window.
Can you also like play the
Yalla,
video
Coptic.
of the like
Bro, look into Fatima and have a good one, guys. Huh?
Yeah, later. Not your honor. Okay. Okay, Coptic. Did you hear that? Coptic.
Get me real quick. I'll get back to you in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
they're always coming like give supernatural explanations.
By the way,
for
when they
X, Y,
say
Z.
there was an
But there's nothing
investigation.
supernatural to begin with.
Yeah, no, of course not. Look, when they say that it's supernatural, why do we have witnesses saying that it was like the light of the flash of a camera? But then your bishops are saying that, I literally have one of them saying, it was like the sun, it was like a million suns. My boy, you can't even look at one sun. What are you saying like a million suns? You can barely look at one sun without burning your eyes. What are you saying, dude? A million suns?
Crazy. And even with like a woman walking on top of the church in white clothes, there's nothing supernatural about that at all.
Nothing. And by the way, there's
Supernatural.
eyewitness accounts in that same book by the
Alice,
what's it called?
Cynthia.
The bishop. Uh
Yeah.
in the same the Arabic book, the same one where he went in he went to the roof and he saw something there. He claimed it was that he claimed it was Mary. But at the same time, we have people claiming that, well, there was something that was like a white figure, and the crowd started to go crazy because they thought that it was the apparition, and it turned out to be nothing. How embarrassing is that? Guys, don't wave a flashlight around the church in Alexandria. They're gonna start going crazy. They're gonna start going crazy.
They're gonna flock like moths.
Be careful. They're gonna start going crazy.
Cece might come down. He might land.
They're gonna start
Bro,
going
what's this
crazy,
Cece will
Coptic?
come
guys.
over.
Don't do that.
Is this Coptic not gonna speak?
By the way, Omar, this is something like personal that I know personally. In Egypt, this is actually happens a lot. Like for churches, they just like go wave some lights, and people just like, oh, Mary, Mary. This is like happens a lot, but nobody talks about it. By the way, because like it's just so stupid. Like nobody talks about like in the news or anything, because like this is something actually common that happens a lot. And, like nobody takes seriously. I'm from Egypt myself, and I'm telling you that.
Oh man, does someone have a second device where they can, so I can put them on big, so I don't have to like use my, I don't have to.
I can do it, but is it the one that you put earlier? Like the ones from 2009 with the lights? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
that
yeah.
or
Let's look at how
something
the
else?
crowd is going crazy. And in the same one, you
And go
guys.
like.
Who's sleeping? Somebody's sleeping.
We have like videos and testimonies of all these people, by the way, and they were actually like, um, very practicing Christians who were like working in the church.
Oh wow. So people became Muslim because of this stuff? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we have to use that to make it proof for Islam because we see people like these guys, they're putting stories of Alex O'Connor saying that Alex O'Connor said that's a miracle. Alex O'Connor didn't say that. You took him out of context and Isa actually exposed you. See, you guys didn't read what these people actually say. You don't read what Dr. Travis actually says. You don't read what your quote unquote apologists are saying. Your apologists are saying that the photos are not something that's reliable to prove it. Your very own apologists are saying that it's not something to be relied upon. That's what's cute. That's what's cute.
I've got three. Remember when you sent three? Which one shall I play?
Maybe the first one. It's the one with the bright light.
I think it's the first one. Yeah, is when it like he moves the camera right, and
Yeah,
he says,
just look at the crowd. Like it's so
Just
pathetic.
like look at the crowd, bro.
Look at the crowd. It's embarrassing.
خلينا نشوف امبارح كان حصل عمرو في كنيسة في الوراق وظهور السيدة العذراء وحصل امبارح كلام طبعا الشوارع آلاف من الإخوة المسيحيين ومسلمين بيشوفوا بالساعة 2 صباحا معانا صور دلوقتي
Allahu Akbar. The cars are lined up, guys. The cars are lined up. Allahu Akbar.
تم تجلي السيد.
Yo, is it too loud?
No, it's good. The cars are lined up. Oh my
Is it
God.
loud?
No, it's good. It's good.
أول مرة السيدة العذراء طبقا لاخواننا المسيحيين وطبقا لاحداث تاريخيه كثيره تجلت من دول وكانت طبقا
You're gonna see the light now.
ثلاث صلبان اللي موجودين.
Oh, they're pushing each other too.
Look at the crowd, bro.
يعني هو ايه الطاقه دي؟
At this point, there's nothing interesting, by the way. These people are just socializing, standing about. Nothing too much going on right now.
Oh, look, in this event, you can hear them playing drums as well. Like they're playing
Yeah,
drums like
you
this,
can,
like
you
a
can.
get-together.
Oh my God.
You're gonna see it now. You're gonna see it now.
اللي حصل ده خبر وحدث ثانيه كان حصل في كنيسه في يجي.
Where is it?
ف
Where is that?
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Oh my God.
هي ديت
Oh
انه الظهور
SubhanAllah.
This is the miracle, guys.
This is their miracle.
طبعا شايفين
If we can't explain
This
why
is their
there's a light
miracle.
there, Christianity is proven. If you can't explain why there is a light there,
If you can't explain, can anybody explain why there's a light there? If you can't explain, therefore Christianity is true. That's
Guys,
their logic.
this is an accepted apparition by the Coptic Church, by the way. Just like keep this in your mind.
Yeah, no, that's like the worst part. What's his
look,
name?
it's gonna move now. It's gonna move now. Watch, it's gonna move. He flicks his camera and it's gonna move.
على النص.
Oh my God.
شايفين في
Oh my God.
حركه غير عاديه هي مش حركه نور
Allahu Akbar.
Flashbang, flashbang.
They got
Oh
flash
my
bang.
God, flashbang.
عارف طبعا في ناس كتير هتقول ايه
The Coptic Church, not the Pope himself, but it doesn't matter whether, because look, that's why they're not man enough to come up.
Look.
اهو شايفين انتقلت الى مكان
Allahu Akbar.
But look,
Allahu
he turns the
Akbar.
camera back and it's still there. It's because he moved his camera, like he flicked it. It looks like
Allahu
the lights
Akbar.
move and zoom, like Sonic or something like that. He's gonna put the camera back on right now, like to where it was, and you're gonna see it there. Watch.
Get to the part where it actually like shows it's kind of fake when like the lights fades away.
Let me tell you what your guys' cope is, what their cope is, by the way.
وطبعا هذا التجلي
Well, no, wait, Emma, before you do, look, Casper.
He's gonna put the camera back now. Look.
Wait, 1 second. Stop. I know.
He's
like,
put it
what I
back to
was
the same
gonna
place.
say
The
is,
lights are back there.
like, don't even like attempt to give any type of arguments. Rather, these cowards, they have to come, since they've been propagating this on this app for the last like week. They have to come up and prove it if they're not scared.
That's what we're saying.
Bring all of these arguments that you're bringing to
Exactly.
these laymen and awam that you're pressing them on, and come defend up on this panel right now. Like it's actually pathetic. They're up on what's it called?
Bring
backup
your
accounts
base
recording the
theorem.
live.
I'll tell you why.
Attempting
Because
to,
when we
like,
start
hear our
asking them
arguments,
questions,
come up and defend it.
when we start asking them questions, they're going to be, and they're scared. They're scared because if you start asking them questions, like for example, here's one: is it sufficient for the Pope to confirm it, or is it sufficient for there to be mass attestation? They are shaking to answer these questions. They are shaking to answer these questions. They will not dare come up and discuss this. Because they want to say, oh, this is their cope. Because the Pope didn't accept it, although the bishops did, right? Although all the other bishops did, but the Pope didn't accept it. Therefore, we should just say, you know what? No, this is going to be my cope. We reject this one, right? Here, play this video that I just took you to.
Play the
this
interview video.
Play this one. Play this one. And let's see. And then I'm going to read you guys the eyewitness testimonies for this one specifically.
Remember, guys.
We're not going to give everything to them because we want them to be man enough to actually discuss. And then we can bring them more arguments.
One moment. Guys, just before we watch this, like keep in mind, these apparitions have more proof than the resurrection. Just keep that in mind when you see this.
Yep. And when they say, oh, the Pope has to confirm it, they have to canonize it, that is a nonsense argument. Look, it's either the case that it's sufficient for there to be mass attestation or it's sufficient for the Pope to confirm it. You can't have your
Also,
cake and eat it.
Casper, 1 second, just pause real quick. Look, I want everybody to just like observe the human psychology, where if a single person starts yelling, everybody's gonna start erupting, especially when they're expecting or waiting there for hours to see Mary.
Exactly.
Just like observe this.
Exactly. Play it. Allahu Akbar! It's Maddie! Allah! Allah, Allah! Subhanallah. Wow, look. Wow, look at the crowd, guys. Now pause it. If you cannot explain this light, then if you reject it, then you're a skeptic, guys, according to them. This is the sophistry of Christians. If you cannot explain this light right here, and then you reject it, then therefore you are a skeptic. Are you kidding me? Look at the whole crowd believing in this. Let me tell you, let me just read some of the eyewitness accounts. Father Dawood of this same church reports how the first night developed, and then he says the phone calls poured in, and then you have a bishop. He issued this statement. He said she was described as wearing a pure white dress with a royal blue belt. She had a crown on her head, above which appeared the cross on top of the dome. The crosses on top of the church's domes and towers glowed brightly with light. Blessed Mary moved between the domes and on top and onto the top of the church gate between its two twin towers. All of the local residents saw her. All of the local residents. So this, by the way, supposedly lasted from 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. Bishop Theodosius says, I stayed up all night on Sunday. I saw doves appear suddenly in the sky. They flew in circles in front of the church, before they vanished into thin air. They were floating rather like hovering with their wings. It is uncommon for doves to fly at night, which is something that they also say with the other apparitions. It's something uncommon for doves to fly at night, guys. If God forbid you see doves fly at night, if you see doves fly at night, that's it. It's a miracle. And this is what they're grasping onto right now to defend their religion, to the point that these guys have become quietists. These guys have reached the point where they're saying, I will just affirm that the Trinity is unintelligible, and I just leave it to mystery. I don't know what the Trinity is, but I still believe in it. It's an apparent contradiction, guys. Our books are corrupted. We have nothing from the early church to prove the authenticity of our books. We have no evidence that Mary herself can do miracle herself, by the way. When they use this as an argument, they are presupposing that Mary herself can do miracles, by the way. They don't even have a photo of Mary early on. They're presupposing it's Mary to begin with. We can, if they want to be sophists, we can stoop to their level and be sophists as well. Because this is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Let me read you guys something, because Nurse Malik said, remember guys, I don't want to, we're not going to give too much stuff because we want them to stop being cowards in little Discord servers and muster the courage and discuss. Nurse Malik said that Dr. John Jackson, a physicist, along with Adam the Copt, said a physicist approved these photos. Let's read it. Let's read it. Let me open this up. All right. Okay. So Brune makes two further relevant observations concerning the dearth of photographic evidence. First, for some of those who brought cameras, it may have been the case that they were too stunned and awed by what they were experiencing. So that's one of their copes. We don't have more photos because they were stunned by what they were experiencing, guys. But some apparitions lasted for 8 whole hours straight. How was one individual going to get the photo when it lasted for 10 minutes He took the photo supposedly when it lasted for 10 minutes, but the one that lasts for 8 hours straight, now it's, we were too stunned. We were too stunned, guys. We couldn't take the photo. Nurse Malik, that's a better answer than you saying that all the cameras were broken. I'm gonna be honest. You guys saying that all the cameras were broken, that's horrible. That is horrible. That is pitiful. Now let's continue. Such that in the end they lacked the presence of mind to use them. That does seem possible, at least when it comes to those nights where the phenomena appeared only briefly. Ooh, only briefly. But when it lasts for 8 hours, it's not plausible, is it? Because if it's lasting for 8 hours, you should definitely have more photos than this. This is embarrassing. He says, it is less plausible when it comes to the apparitions that persisted for hours at a time. That's exactly my point. Second, and more importantly, Brune notes, listen to this, guys, because we're only going to give them a little taste. A little taste, there, because they're not mustering the courage to actually discuss this topic. The phenomena, only to find later on that nothing had shown up on the film. Wow. Nothing. Let's get some booms in the chat. Let's read that again. Second, and more importantly, Brune notes that many attempted to photograph the phenomena only to find later on that nothing had shown up on the film. Once the news spread, many other photographers sent by newspapers and magazines planted themselves in front of the church. Wow. They took hundreds and hundreds of photographs, but upon development, nothing appeared. Wow. Wow. What do we think of that, guys? What do we think of that? That is crazy.
It's just sad. This whole thing is sad. Like I said, like we can laugh, you can joke, but at the end of the day, it's a musibah. Musibah ma ba'daha musibah. It's sad.
I know. They're recording the live so they can respond later. That's why we're not going to give all their arguments, because they're too cowardly to come up. DM me, I'll give you the source. They're too cowardly to come up and discuss, and they're sitting in Discord recording, thinking that we're some kind of TV show where you're just going to record and try to respond later. No, you're going to muster the courage. You're going to come up and defend your false apparition, which is less likely than freaking Bigfoot. I'm going to be honest. Less likely than Bigfoot. And by the way, think of it. Let's grant to them. They were poor. They can't afford the cameras. All of that, right? There's not too many people that had cameras. Out of 1 million people, should we at least have maybe 100 photographs out of 1 million? What do we think, guys? 100? Is that too much? Is that asking for too much out of 1 million people? Supposedly when the apparitions lasted for even 8 hours at a time, 5 hours at a time, 3 hours at a time, 10 minutes at a time, 2 hours at a time, sometimes 1.5 hours at a time, sometimes 3 hours at a time. Should we at least have 100? And out of the 10 that they do have, the 10 supposed photos that they do have, the 10 or so, do some people claim that they're forged? That they're doctored? I wonder. I wonder if some people claim that they were doctored.
The issue,
I guess we'll leave that to them.
look, the issue of, wait, just leave that up, don't say that. But look, imagine somebody came out saying that some unicorn was flying around the Big Ben, and somebody takes like this like dubious photo, a couple of them, even though there's gonna be like thousands upon thousands of people there, and they have merely 40 people testifying to it, right? And then now the question that is brought forward is provide an argument against this. What's the explanation? SubhanAllah.
Exactly. They go like, what's the explanation for it? What's the explanation for it? Watch this, guys. This is a drawing of what they experienced. This is of one of the bishops, what he experienced. Watch this. Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, MashaAllah, Allah. Wait, why does it look the same as 2009? Wow. Why does it look the same as 2009, guys? So the question is, the people who claim that they saw Mary, right? If they say, explain the fact that they saw a nun-like figure, the fact that you have people, a whole crowd, panicking frantically, and it turned out to be nothing but a human being inside the church that was dressed in white, shows that these people are not only easy to be deceived, it's not only easy to deceive them, it's also the fact that they are projecting their own religious beliefs onto the event. It's clear. Very clear. Very clear. And that's why they're not coming up to discuss it. They're just sitting in Discord yapping, which is why we're not going to give them more arguments, because they are too scared to actually come up and defend this.
Omar, bro, do you have the video that I sent you, or like of the interview?
No,
Send it to Casper.
maybe you can play it, and maybe Casper can play it.
Yeah, send it to Casper. It's so funny.
What's your Discord name again?
Iggy.
Oh yeah. That's right. Let me send it to him. The interview, which one is that?
Last one I just sent you right now.
Oh, you just sent it? Okay, I'll send it. I'm gonna send it to you right now, Casper. Once I see it. The one that's already there with the two guys on the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Okay. One sec. One second. All right, Casper. Yeah, they're too scared to defend this, guys. They're too scared. SR, I know you requested by accident, SR. I know you wouldn't come up. I know you requested by accident, buddy.
Rabbi Shmuel, can you just come up? Like, I see a lot of people barking, but
A lot of barking. You guys really thought that we would just sit back and give you all of our arguments so you can record like little sissies? You really thought that? It's sad that you guys actually thought that. It's sad that you guys actually thought that. You thought that you were just going to sit back.
oh, it's one of those ones again. Explain the light, otherwise Christianity is true. Oh my God.
Explain the light, otherwise Christianity is true.
Alright,
One
let's
of
go.
those, man.
معانا فيلم نفس الحدث بتاع الوراق وفي ناس
مجرمين والله.
ممكن حضرتك تشوف معانا.
He will slow down. He'll slow
God.
down the video. Like, look what happens when he slows down the video.
Oh, he's gonna slow it down. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna look so funny. Look. Yeah, later.
كلنا عندنا كلنا شفنا ده وكلنا يعني قدرنا ان احنا
Akbar.
قدرنا ان احنا نستوعب.
Wait, what's okay? Casper, play that back real quick.
No, wait. He's gonna play it again. Wait.
He's gonna bring it back.
He's gonna like actually like make fun of the. Hold on.
ده اللي احنا صورناه وكانت مره طالعه
That is like some lamp or something that just busts.
Yeah, just wait.
Wait, the funniest thing about this is Bishop Theodosius, he confirmed this. He said, in fact, thousands of Muslims witnessed it. Everybody locally witnessed this.
That's
event.
crazy.
He started describing
When the
form,
bishop
saying
confirms
that
it.
Somehow.
Is the bishop reliable,
She would wear a
Jibril?
white dress, a royal blue belt. Of course, we cannot reject the bishop, man, or the pope.
Wait, is the bishop
their
reliable?
claims are qat'i.
I don't know.
course,
It's either the
yeah.
case that he is reliable or he's not reliable. I don't know. It's either he is reliable or he's not reliable. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm confused.
Somehow that's Mary. Somehow
Wait,
if you reject this,
continue. Wait.
you're an
Like,
atheist,
slows down.
you're a skeptic. Play it, did you say?
You just keep playing. Like he's gonna slow it down.
ارجع تاني لو سمحت. يبقى حضرتك
Oh my
هذه البيضه
Wow. Absolutely amazing. That's Mary, by the way. Somehow,
Even the
we don't know.
interviewer
It's just a light, but it's
like
Mary.
making fun of him.
You know, I don't know why they always say it's Mary. It's not Peter. Nope. It's not Simon. It's not Jesus. It's not. It's Mary. For some reason, it's Mary. I don't know why. It's a light. Somehow it's Mary. We don't know. You know, it's an apparition. Okay, you know, if you deny this, you're a skeptic. You're an atheist. You know, you're just being
The
dishonest.
amount of crowds, bro. Everyone talking about like these eyewitnesses they talked about. Look at that. This is what they saw. No, the Protestants here in Egypt just call it like from the devil. Anyways, they don't even accept it. They say like it's from the devil. There was even like a Protestant in the interview. He just said it's just outright from the devil.
Number on all these NPCs. He really did. He really did.
Yeah, look,
Imagine
you
the
know,
Dajjal, he comes.
look,
He's
the
gonna
thing
sneeze. The Dajjal's gonna sneeze. That's it.
the
All of them are gonna do sajda.
bro, nobody in Egypt generally they're not taking Zaytun serious. That's why like you're not gonna find
They
any
don't.
Muslim
I'm
looking into
Egyptian,
this.
bro. I'm Egyptian. I'm telling you, this is all stupid.
It is. Of course, look at the
It's all
accounts from
facts, man. It's like
19.
you know the puff. You know the puff of It's like the puff of what's his name? The pir. You know when he goes to like people who are paralyzed, he touches them, they start shaking, they start walking. This is exactly what it is. Like these guys are like goofy Sufis basically. They have all the same istighatha, tabarruk stuff. You know, miracle claims, same tradition, man. You know, same tradition.
Dude, who the heck is
You know what's
who
crazy?
the heck is
I'm looking through this
freaking
live right now. It
Resonance?
seems like there are more Christians in this live than Muslims, but
Come up, dude. Stop. Resonance, this guy with the Catholic flag. Dude, come up.
Like they're all
I
pushing
don't know.
it
He's
2 days
he's,
ago.
he's like a cool guy, but I'm not gonna lie. But Resonance, you should come up, man. Ittaqillah.
Okay, so listen. They have accounts starting from Palmer, 1960. They have accounts from like 1968, 1969. They have Nelson's account in 1973.
Yeah.
They have Gurgis's account, or however you say it, 1977. Pearlzaki's account in 1977 and 2002. They have accounts collected by Nil in 1980. They have accounts from 1982, and then they have the one conducted by the Jacksons. And what's interesting, see, we're not giving you too much to work with, because you guys are, such cowards. They have secondhand accounts. They have accounts in Perry 2010. They have one in 2002 as well, from Father Mark of Sketic or whatever his name is. When you look at the eyewitness accounts, what's going to be the difference between this and the ones that we just read from 2009? One, for example. I'm just going to put like just like a random one.
By the way, Omar, you know Resonance? He's friends. He's like real life friends with that brother we spoke about recently.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here.
Who's part of the Sega? Recently.
Okay.
He's from Janine.
Oh, wow. Claire and Samir Chukri, married couple, claimed to see her with a crown and rosary in her hand, and she remained for a long time. She was like a statue. Christ being in her arms lasted about half an hour. So we have this lasting about half an hour, and then you have the first photo that was taken. This lasted half an hour. The other one lasted for 10 minutes. Yet you don't have photos of this as well. You don't have any photos except the photos that you do have. There are claims of them being forged. Like I don't know what these guys are trying to say. Look, they just want to throw some ambiguous photo. By the way, the same photos that they put on their profile picture, guys, did you know that those photos are actually enhanced? The photos that are on their profile picture are enhanced photos of the quote-unquote original. Those are actually not the original photos. It's not that good
Bro, you're
quality.
tempting me to go deep in the photos, but I don't know
Yo,
if you
look,
should do that in this live.
let's calm down. Let's calm down at that.
Okay,
I
okay.
Yeah,
look, the thing
we're,
is,
we're gonna be
I'm not.
opening for the next like day or two, challenging them to
Yeah.
come on, and
I'm
we're gonna be
itching.
giving more arguments slowly. So we're not gonna throw everything out on the first live because they're too scared. We want to see if they're gonna muster the courage and take their pink skirt off and come on and prove this
I
miracle.
think we gave like maybe like 20% of the arguments, right? And like the main key ones we haven't given out. Look, I'm about to go out pray Maghrib, but I think for the 140 viewers is very telling how all of them were purporting this for like the past week, yet not a single one of them is coming up on this live to defend or argue for it. It's embarrassing, wallah. Anyway, assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Alaikum
alaikum
salam.
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Resonance, you should come up, man.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about why they had a like why would they? Because Dr. Travis, like, oh, they wouldn't have a motive. That's basically his argument. You know, what would their motive be? We have arguments for all of those. We have arguments for all of those. You guys recorded like little girls. We're gonna give you a couple more lives to muster the courage up and come on and defend this. Okay?
Somebody said Rumi's watching this on Discord.
They are. They're literally on Discord. Yeah, they're on
They are.
Discord just
They're definitely
yapping.
together right now.
And by the way, Rumi, Eminem said, you know, because you're yapping so much about textual criticism, everyone in front of 145 people, Rumi said that he would debate Eminem if it's on a neutral platform on the gospel tradition, if they're reliable and all of that, right? He said a neutral platform. He would debate him.
GG's.
And he was telling his Christian buddies, he's scared of me and this and that. Hey, Eminem's not scared. Just say the word, Rumi. Just say the word. Just say the word because you've been yapping too much. Just say the word. Let's see if your friends are gonna see how you're huffing and puffing like a big boy now. Just say the word. Just say
As
the
I was
word,
on my
Rumi.
way to the gym. I was on the way to the gym right now, and a bunch of these palm trees spelled out Allah. But when I went to go take a picture, my camera died.
Oh my.
Allahu Akbar. Your
Oh
camera
my
died or did
God.
it break? I think it's
My
more
camera,
plausible. According to them, it's more plausible that it broke.
Anybody who rejects that is an atheist. You're a skeptic. You're a skeptic who reject that.
I was like, the inference,
the
the
other
best
Doesn't
day,
make
explanation is
sense.
that they just didn't see something supernatural. You can say, look, even if you grant, Casper, by the way, it's a nun-like figure. The same people, in Cynthia Nelson's account, saw a nun-like figure or whatever, the apparition in the window.
many of Zaytun even talk.
Crazy. Who?
Many of Zaytun even talk.
No.
No, nothing.
Oh no
So
no
it's
no!
just
The most she did was apparently smile at the people and wave. That's the most she did.
Oh, let me tell you
He
guys
didn't
something else though.
speak.
There
He
was a
didn't
young man trying
fly.
to touch women inappropriately, and apparently the
I saw that.
the Virgin Mary struck that young man. How dare you?
Yo, I read that too. That's what Cynthia said. Because there was a lot of people. Apparently, some guys were taking advantage. They were trying to like grope some. They were groping women. Apparently, the apparition. She came down, Mary, and smacked him in the face.
Yeah, the Virgin. Where are the photos of that? Where are the photos of that? Oh, let me tell you something
Gave
else,
him
you
a holy
guys.
slap.
For hours, another account in which the apparition lasted for hours, and it was the Virgin with angels. Where are the angels? Where are the angels, guys? Because the same
Somebody said they were
people
too
in
stunned.
2009 say the same nonsense. They all say the same
yo,
nonsense.
did Easy Dao become a Catholic because of these, like his daddy Rumi, or is he still a Shia?
And no way, dude. If someone converts because of this, I'm sorry, dude.
Yo, guys, the person in the comments, resonance, he's fair. Don't like try to bully him. You gotta have respect, Like we can joke around stuff like that, but you gotta respect people,
Rumi literally became
Only
Muslim because of
absurd.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Bro, I challenged Rumi to a debate, and he made like a GC with his little friend. What's his name? Malik? What's his name?
Oh no, we're like,
I don't know, but he was talking about there was a discussion between them and Muslims, and they started asking him, how do you know this person's reliable, and how do you know that person's reliable? How do you know the person? By the way, I asked one of their best debaters. I tried, I wanted to be like a little sophist like them. How do you know that the people who interviewed these so-called witnesses are reliable? That's a good question. How do you know those people interviewing who, by the way, I can show were supported by the Coptic Church, and those people are Christians, so they already have bias? How do you know that those guys are reliable? How do you know
Oh,
that
look
those
at all
guys are
these fake
reliable?
exorcisms. Look at all the fake exorcisms they be having in church. They have paid actors go up there and start acting like they caught the Holy Ghost. Like churches are known for
They
faking this
have to
stuff.
lie to defend their religion, brother. That's why. How do you know those guys are
Yeah.
reliable? That's a question to them. They need to answer this. How do you know those are reliable? And then the individual told me because others said they were reliable. And I said, how do you know they're reliable? And then the next response was no issue. No issue. What do you mean no issue? What do you mean no issue? Of course it's an issue. Of course it's an issue.
Where's
What do you mean?
Yusuf? Where's
What do you
Yusuf? He
mean?
said earlier. He said, I have 6 Muslim personally hit me up. They apostated because of this. They left they accepted Catholicism because of this. 6 personally. Where you at, Yusuf? You said you were gonna convince us. I told you I'd become Muslim if you convince us. What happened? Hey, come defend your people, bro. Take a break from talking about jizya.
If you like Mary, and like he mentioned like 6 or 7 people. I don't know. Is this like a way that like they should like refute it or something? And just like all just like kept sculling and crying. No one yet like refuted my argument. No one actually just yeah, just like
You know they
commented
keep.
like sculling, crying. Like 10 people, bro. 10 people are mentioned. All their top
You know
guys.
what they tell me?
I think I asked him before, like, how would you know, like, if it's not like from the devil? He said, like, prove it's from the devil. Like, and he plugged me after that. Like, I swear, bro. He said something like, you could say that Egypt was like in a bad state, but like after Mary, Egypt became like in a good state. Like, bro, what the fuck, man? I live here like for my entire life, and the country has not changed at all. Even like he said something like the war, like Mary stopped the war, bro. Like the war actually like happened in 1960. Actually like happened in